I feel myself to be in a rather specific situation, because all the previous discussions were about what's happening and why it's happening, and I'm to make a presentation about what's gonna happen and what for. So what I'm going to expose is our vision, our idea, the project of creating the Russian International Olympic University in Sochi. This idea was inspired by our intention to create the most comprehensive, efficient and elegant solution of the task we've got due to our commitments on organizing Winter Games in Sochi. And we believe it's a long-range task which purposes extend the frameworks of the Games realization activities. So, the Olympic University was founded on 8th of August last year in Beijing, right on the day of the Beijing Olympic Games. That day there was signed a three-way memorandum between organizing committee, between the Russian Olympic Committee and the International Olympic Committee, and that document we agreed to found the Olympic University in Sochi and define the next steps on the way to the implementation of the RIO project. RIO means Russian International Olympic University. Now we are to sign a broad agreement between the three parties which will concretize our joint activities on RIO creation. So this slide is called Getting Started. I can say we already started. So let's say a few words about our vision of the RIO and its mission. The main task RIO is facing is to create an innovative educational legacy of the Sochi Games. RIO is not a classic university, neither is it a typical sports college as one might think. It's a world-class school of management, stipulating 2-year or even shorter training courses for qualified specialists in sports management and creative industries. It's a genuinely unique institution destined to set new standards in Olympic education. The goals include creating an innovative educational and research platform for the international Olympic movement, training personnel for the Sochi Games, as well for the sports and creative industries, and of course creating a sustainable legacy. And we also believe that this project will contribute to the positive image of Russia internationally. So let's say a few words why we associate the RIO project to the Olympic legacy. Why can we say that it's a base for the Olympic legacy? First of all, the Olympic Park venues are to be used as a training base for the university's training programs for winter and summer sports. The target use of venues justifies the very idea of hosting games of such a scale. The idea is that the RIO would be created in the park, in the Olympic Park in Sochi. Also, RIO is a solution for another challenge we face, the certain lack of qualified venue managers. RIO is a platform for various events, among which there are official IOC events like conferences, workshops, etc. Special events organized in conjunction with international sports organizations, etc. The university will become a test sport in implementing innovative educational programs. It applies to the distance education as well as internationalization of curriculum and the usage of new technological approaches. Finally, the Russian Olympic movement is one of the major benefiters as RIO helps it to strengthen the dialogue and to share the best educational experience with the partners all over the world. So we believe that RIO is unique. Why? Let's see. Unique nature and climate conditions make Sochi the most renowned resort in Russia. Given a convenient system of utility lines, Sochi becomes an ideal site for implementation of such a project meeting the highest requirements as RIO. The Olympic Park venues create exclusive conditions for universal sport education that are not accessible to any other university in the world. Rio, in its turn, will guarantee a long life for the Olympic Park. It is international, so Rio is supposed to provide multilingual, multicultural, and multi-confessional interaction. These are not just words. We see our faculty as mostly consisting of international experts, some of them living on site as expats, and others being visiting scholars. The same thing regards students, and one of our challenges is to create the best conditions for foreign students so that they feel at home. Another feature is the IOC top sponsors will be integrated into university infrastructure. So we can have Samsung laboratories, McDonald's cafeteria, something like that. Such uniqueness of Rio turns it into an integrated sport for a comprehensive human development of the youth, promoting the pure Olympic inspiration. Of course, the Olympic values would hardly be realizable without a clear appeal to sports. Thus, we want our students to get involved into sports activities and provide all necessary conditions to practice almost any sport discipline, whether it is summer or winter, whether it's to be done on mountain or it can be martial art, tatami. So let's see the schedule of the Rio. Today we're at this initial stage, 2009. So at this moment we are elaborating the concept of the Rio. Later this year there's going to be the selection of an article. And first educational programs under the university's umbrella and the laying of the foundation stone of its projected building are timed to the Vancouver opening ceremony. The first 2 years will see off-campus programs such as executive MBA or short-term courses for different organizations, both national and international. The campus is to be completed in 2012. And at that very moment, the first Rio students will pass the first enrollment for master's program. So the first graduates of the Rio will take part in the preparation for the Sochi Games and will become the founding fathers of an international Olympic graduates community. Working on the Rio concept, our organizing committee is guided by the successful experience of the Skolkovo School of Management. It's the first world-class business school ever created in Russia. It's a new one, brand new one. So let's see, what is the art of a business school creation? In order to create a school of management, this first step should be to start its positioning, both in Russia and internationally, to study the needs of all interested actors, and then proceed to the next step. Recruiting faculty, estimating the total number of students, and determining the academic priorities. Basing on the supposed numbers of students and faculty, it becomes possible to calculate the amount of financing. Simultaneously, we start working on the academic program and the technologies of its implementation. Having passed through all these phases, we can start writing the requirements specification for the contractor of campus, designing and construction. So that's it. At the present moment, we are at the initial stage, positioning. So, the Rio is one of the greatest opportunities for the young people seeking brand new quality in education. It's a world-class school of management. After this first core part of the curriculum, students will be able to move on to various graduate programs. Venue management, managing sport venues and infrastructure, and it's a key element for the development. Event management, managing sport events and competitions. Such programs may be of great interest for various sporting leagues, championship, as well as organizing committees of different games, including our organizing committee. Media, managing mass communications. The development of mass communications in sports is the basic condition if we are determined to promote sports and healthy lifestyle. It is also important for the improvement of the quality of broadcasting and sports marketing. Governance. It's understood as training personnel for Russian and international sport organizations, diplomacy, and public management in sports. So everything this we can see forms a well-known logo. So the Rio Pro structure covers all Olympic functions, following the same pattern as IOC, Sochi 2014, or any other organizing committee. By this way, the university guarantees a comprehensive educational process and passes to be a 100% authentic platform for preparing high-qualified specialists, completely meeting demands of the Olympic movement. So we look forward to close cooperation and exchanges of practices between IOC functions and respective Rio academic departments. And of course we're looking forward to close cooperation with other institutes and universities all over the world. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the attention. It was a great pleasure for me to receive an invitation to participate in this conference. Great pleasure, great honor. Thank you.
Thank you for the good timing. We have time for 2 questions. Are there any questions? It's a very interesting project. The project is particularly the future, so I think we will have some questions later on. So you know his address and you can raise these questions later. But I think all the delegates wish you the best of all success in achieving this wonderful project.
Thank you.
So thank you. We can move on to the next speaker then. We are pleased now to welcome Kairat Zakiryanov. Is that the correct way to say it? I hope so. The president of the Kazakhstan Sport and Tourism Academy, excuse me. And his speech will be State Support of Student Sport Development in the Republic of Kazakhstan. Please.
В 1991 году Казахстан стал суверенным государством. Уже в следующем, 1992 году, был создан Национальный студенческий спортивный союз, который был принят полноправным членом Международной федерации университетского спорта КИСУ. С 1993 года студенты Казахстана стали принимать участие на всемирных